So, the same television network that came out with Quiet on Set is coming out with another documentary. This one is about Nick Carter and Aaron Carter. Investigation Discovery, who came out with Quiet on Set, has just announced Fallen Idols. This documentary is a 4-part documentary about Nick Carter and Aaron Carter. I'm really excited to see this, but part of it kind of rubs me the wrong way, and I'll tell you why. So it says Investigation Discovery has dropped a trailer for the new 4-part documentary series called Fallen Idols, Nick and Aaron Carter, which will delve into the SA allegations against Backstreet Boys singer Nick Carter, as well as his brother Aaron Carter's mental health struggles and substance abuse issues. As much as I'm totally fine with delving into everything that's happened with Nick Carter and all of the people who have come forth with their allegations against him, it's kind of a reach for me and a little disrespectful to talk about everything that's happened with Aaron Carter, especially now because he's no longer here, but also because it's delving into his mental health struggles, and he's not even here to talk about whether that's okay for everyone to talk about or not. But the article continues to say the documentary is set to feature interviews with Nick Carter accusers Melissa Schumann, Ashley Repp, and Shea Ruth, as well as his ex-girlfriend Kaya Jones, and Melanie Martin, the former fiance of Aaron Carter. In the trailer, Jones says, "There's things that I know about Nick that could burn his house down." Now, if you're a millennial in your mid to early 30s the way that I am, you remember that Melissa Schumann is from the girl group Dream that came out in the early 2000s. She has had those accusations against Nick Carter very early, never changed her story. So I'm really interested to see what this documentary covers in regards to that, and also what the other women have to say about that as well. It says here, Nick Carter has denied the allegations of SA. His attorney told USA Today in 2023 that a lawsuit filed against him by Schumann alleging SA was a PR stunt, adding Melissa Schumann has been peddling this tale for many years, but her allegation was false when she made it back in 2017, and it still is. It goes on to say that the other women who have allegations against him, the attorneys are calling them not only legally meritless, but also entirely untrue. According to Investigation Discovery, Fallen Idols aims to pull back the curtain on the fraught dynamic of the Carter family and the dark side of such an abrupt rise to fame, exploring the allegations against Nick as well as Aaron's struggles with mental health and substance abuse, and the rift that occurred after Aaron decided to support his brother's accusers. Again, I understand that in the entertainment industry, we're all very invested in these people's lives. But I do genuinely hope that when they bring up Aaron Carter, we know that he has issues in his late life before he had passed. I really hope that they don't make the entire thing about him and having those struggles. I simply want this documentary to say, hey, he stepped up and he went against his brother and decided that he actually believed the women that were against him, and they just leave it at that. I'm sure they're not going to. I'm sure that they're going to be like, oh, he had all these problems, so it was difficult to understand where he was coming from or believe that what he actually said held any merit, which is not fair at all. But alas, Fallen Idols, Nick and Aaron Carter will air on Investigation Discovery across 2 nights on May 27th and May 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. The episodes will also stream on Max, the same way that it happened with Quiet on Set. So, how do you feel? I know that we're very interested to figure out how this is going to go with, Nick Carter, because we all knew this. This is not new to us. But, how do you feel in regards to Aaron Carter? I didn't think that he was the world's best human being, but I also didn't have anything against him. But just knowing the fact that he had substance abuse issues and he had mental health issues, I don't feel like we should be making a mockery of that in a documentary. Just saying. It was kind of the same way that a lot of the information that we got from Quiet on Set was really good to know and it was super important, but it almost the very last episode almost kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, as with a lot of other people, where they felt the way that she was kind of asking questions almost came across as she didn't really believe some of the cast members and what they were saying. So anyway, I just hope it's done well, because we need these things to happen. It's important for these people to come forward. It's important for them to be believed and understood. But it's also important to not cross the line into just sensationalizing it and then almost making a mockery. It's just not necessary.